YouTube. Welcome to Allie Parker's World. Today, our special guest star is Wyatt, and he is my man. He's my puppy, but he wanted to be held. I don't know. Sometimes he just likes to be held. Anyways, I had a few book announcements for you. So, I was not happy with my January TBR video because I love watching the TBR videos, but I especially love the ones with games, like Becca and her Bookopoly, and there's Trivial Pursuit, but you gain books by doing the prompts instead of answering questions. And then there's a couple like card games and dice games I found. So I kind of did something like that I'll get more into towards the end of the month, but it's like jars and kind of just random picking. But I think it should be fun, or at least more fun than the first TBR that I did. So we will see how that works out, and let me know if you like how I set it up for next month and everything. But I've also been looking into like readathons and things like that to help me read more, and just as a fun little challenge for myself. I do go back to school next week, and I have work starting next week, and this readathon starts on the 13th and ends on the 19th, so you have a whole week to read. This one is hashtag a year of prompt, or a year-a-thon, I believe that's what it's called, because each month they have a different subject that you have to read about, or a different reading prompt. And in January, they want you to pick the same color for the cover. So this book, Bombshell, you've seen on my January to be read list, and it has so many cool colors. And so I thought, what color should I pick? But instead, I asked my husband to pick one color, and I didn't tell him why. I'm just like, just pick a color from the cover, and he liked the green. So this is the first book on my TBR for the readathon, because I haven't gotten to it yet, and it was on my monthly TBR. And then I had to find all the green. I have 5 books for the week readathon, which I feel like is gonna be just a little much. I feel like I might get through 4 of them, but I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit and see if I can do all 5. So, with that being said, I have had this on my TBR for a long time. It's The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and there's a little bit of green right here. So I figured that one would work. I mean, it's mostly blue, but there is a little bit of green, so it works. And I haven't read it yet, but there was a movie a few years back of it. It's this girl who takes the same train every day, and she feels like she gets to know the people in the neighborhood. And then one morning when she's on the train, she witnesses a murder, but she doesn't know what to do about it because she thinks it'd be like spy-ish or stalkery to go to the police or whatever. So I kind of know a little bit about that. And I completely forgot to tell you what Bombshell was about. But if you've seen my January TBR, then you already know. But it's Bombshell by Rowan Manis. And this girl is in high school, but she is just your typical high school student. But she goes online and she creates all these fake profiles. So she has all these fake lives online. and it seems really interesting. I absolutely love catfish, and so I hope that is a great book. All right, and then we have The 11th Plague by Jeff Hirsch, like this, and it's basically about America being a dystopian kind of future where war has savaged us, and I think we all the humans got influenza and like killed off 2/3 of the population, and this is kind of like life during that time. And there's this girl who has only known the life in the war. She doesn't know what the world was like before the war, so it's kind of her story, and that just sounds really good. I love dystopian type books. Like, they are one of my absolute favorites. Sometimes I don't want to read them, and I kind of like, but then when I open the book and start reading, love it. And my last two. So I think these are both movies, actually, but I have never seen the movie of Charlie St. Cloud all the way through by Ben Sherwood. But from what I can remember, Charlie, played by Zac Efron right there, he was in a car accident with his brother in the car, but his little brother died, and now he can't move on with his life or anything, and he keeps seeing his brother everywhere even though his brother died. And it's kind of the story of him learning to forgive himself and learning to love not only a girl that he might meet, but also love himself again, and saying that it's okay for him to kind of move on in a way. So that sounds really good. And the last one also has a couple movie I can't say that word. Movie versions. This one is Carrie by Stephen King, and Stephen King's name is in green, so I'm allowed to use this one. But from what I remember from this, Carrie was bullied a lot in high school, and she goes through high school always being bullied and not getting along with people, but she has some kind of magical power where she can move things with her mind, I believe. And this is kind of the story of her revenge. She gets revenge on them at prom, and it's supposed to be really good. And for a Stephen King novel, it's actually fairly short. So honestly, with my workload and my school load, I feel like I should be able to get through 4 of them very easily. But like I said, I'm really trying to challenge myself and get through all 5. I'll check in with you later and let you know how I do. But I'm super excited to challenge myself, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching Allie's World. Bye.